Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Alright, 3.3. Where's our docking port? It's on the top. I'm just going to be incredibly unwieldy with this, however. So I might sort of kick it off and tell it to go somewhere else. I don't know. It's like flying around with all sorts of junk in my trunk. This is what we'll do. Are we close enough to switch to it? Yeah, we are. Alright, what docking port do we want to bring it on? Let's say this one. Control from here. Where's our target? Up there. Nope, other way, other way. We've got tons of monoprop. Let's turn. Let's bring the mountain to the man. Stop doing that. Okay. So that should be as good as it's gonna get. Now what we need to do is slow down. Yeah, slow down completely, but also get this pointed in the right direction. Also, that is very not slowing down. We did not slow down at all. We did the opposite of that. I think we're going to crash into it. It's okay because we're going to miss. So essentially we failed, but our failure helped us not die. That was a little bit close. Yeah, this thing is going to be a little bit too unwieldy to move around with this on it. Either that or we are going to have to go very slowly. Yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, well, I've got to say goodbye to you. Almost full fuel tank. Goodbye. Alright, now we can dock more easily. It's pretty. These should be much better. This should be much better balanced now. So I'll be able to slide right in. I'm on the other side of it, so it should be a little bit. Should be okay. Should be able to do it. I just need ample time to figure out where the docking port is. I know it's over here somewhere. It is definitely over here somewhere. Let's just go towards it. Ah, there it is. I saw it for a second. Set as target. Alright, let's head towards it. 1.5. Slow us down a little bit. Uh-oh. No, down, down, down. Oh, don't miss. Kith. Alright, stop. Stop with the burning of the RCS. You used, like, way too much already. Okay. I've got mail. Alright, Oris Kermit is now part of the space force. Good. Okay. We've attached this. It's time to bring up a tank full of fuel. You know what we can do? We can observe the materials bay, right? Can we do that? Oh, you know what? Process in lab. Open that. Because I've never brought one of those down successfully. Process that in lab. And the other two things I should like. Oh no, you know what? I can do it. Alright. Log, and then process in lab. Okay, so start research. Also clean experiments. 0.5508 science per day. Oh well. Alright, so cleaning it out. We're also gonna level up the crew. Alright, sweet. Level up crew. Alright. Upgrade him to a level 1 pilot. These things are useful and I love them. Okay, so we need to get an orange tank up to the station. Let's go back to the Space Center. So let's see if there's anybody else that we can rescue. Just in case they're a scientist. Because I don't think the orange tank delivery is going to have a crew capsule on it. No, don't care. Orbit of Kerbin. You. Orbit of Minmus, Orbit of Minmus. Orbit of Minmus. No. Alright. Never mind. Get out of this building. Let's see. It should be fairly simple. And I think I'm going to make it fairly simple. So let's open the Scorpion 1. Scorpion S. Where is it? PS. There. It costs 60,000 spaces to make. Okay. Also, I want to put this there. No, wait. Sorry. I want to put that there. That works. Actually, I don't even need to do that, because we've got a thingy now. And not only that, I don't want that. I don't want this entire thing. I do need to remember what that was, though. Oh, okay. That's a little bit longer. Oh, crap. No. Oh, right. Open. Alright, let me delete the ferret. Oh, I can't. Grab this, then. Put it here. Grab this. Put it... No, wait. Take this, put it there. Then take this and put it there. And then obviously we need to delete the ferret. So this is fine. We'll close it. It's got a thing on top. The other thing is we put our CS fuel in there, but probably not enough. So that's 250. That should be enough, actually. Let me real quick do this. No, stop. Turn on center of mass. And I want to place some things at... Oh, hold on. There, that's better. Center of mass. Control. There we are. You know what? I want to put them about there, and then we can put another set right there. That should be just fine. Alright, now we'll put that there. And this is never going to be really subsisting on its own, so... I like how it bends. Yeah, close the fairing, just right in the middle of it. Close the service bay. There we go. Now we've got an empty orange tank and a little remote control doohickey. Get rid of that. 2. Empty fuel module. Alright, almost ready. There's another thing that I want to do. And I feel like this should be fairly obvious, but it's a little bit odd. And so what I want to do is actually take some more docking ports and put them right here. And that way we can connect even more stuff to this. Alright, Scorpion 2. Alright. Yeah, you know what? It's fine that we have extra because we can just put the fuel in here. This is what, half of one of these? Quarter of one of these? Yeah, it's a quarter of one of these. So actually, this entire main rocket stage can fit in the orange tank. That's just what I needed. I needed someone to please. I needed something to put all the fuel in. Alright, come on. Come on, let's do this. Alright. Put that button there, and in 3, 2, 1, launch. We're tipping over the wrong way. Just very, very subtly, but we definitely were. I think it makes 0.5 science per day. The other thing we have on Minmus, actually, it's because it's on Minmus, isn't it? We need to land one on Mun. We definitely need to somehow land one of those things on Mun, or at least get it in lunar orbit. You know, we definitely have to land on. We don't have a Mun base. That's a little bit ambitious. We have a Mun station. Let's put one in lunar orbit, and then see what we can do with that. And then maybe put a scanning module up there. We should design a thing that's a lander, and has a detachable portion that we can use for, a detachable portion that we can use as a little scanner doohickey. Like, that leaves one of those scanner things behind. I feel like that'd be great. Well, that was a little bit weird. Still don't have the thing set as a station. Set as target. I like how that's our direct... Like, we're traveling directly away from it. It's literally the opposite side of Kerbin. Barely making more than 1 G on this thing. You sure this is the main sail? That's Skipper. That's why. That's why! And also, these guys had set a fuel line, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Okay, so that's why this rocket performs differently. That's why it actually has more fuel left, because it's not using a main sail. I can understand that. And also because it's using basically asparagus staging. Not really, but it's using it to an extent. Right, let's keel over pretty much all the way. Let's see what we can do with this closest approach nonsense. We're in orbit mode, so that's fine. But we need to get this up to about 125, and then we'll see how close we are to making it. Either way, I want this to be our thingy, our meeting point almost, unless it happens to be a very bad meeting point. I'm going to try to normalize our orbits together, and then from there figure out what we can do to change our orbit in order to let us meet it a little bit more. Alright, so that's how close we're going to be. That's not close at all. On the bright side, it means we didn't miss it by that much. We missed it by quite a bit. Alright, so let's go all the way up there. Almost skipped right past it. Let's ditch... No, wrong button. Ditch the fairing. Let's tip the thing over. It's an empty fuel tank. Let's say poodle, right? Yeah. Why is it called that? Why is anything called anything? Let's be honest, though. I named this ship the Scorpion 2. This has nothing to do with the Scorpion. Also, it's not even a living thing, but it's one of the station modules, so it's going to be under Scorpion. Like, or rather, a Scorpion is a living thing, and therefore this thing should not be called Scorpion because I said everything that was named after a living thing would carry passengers. That's my logic there. I've talked about it before. And I've pretty much followed that completely until now because of this whole station stuff. It's a little bit different than what we've been doing in the past. And I was already getting confused with Elephant versus Empire. So I decided to name a new class of things. Stop. Okay. So we have a meeting point here-ish. Is there anything that we can do? What the hell was that? No. Don't do that. Okay, no, can I change this at all to make this work really well? Answer looks like no. Although we don't really have a different orbit, we're just sort of out of phase. So what I should definitely do is do that. That's a 5-second burn, it should be just fine. Actually, we'll kind of use whatever's left in our tank for this one. And maybe I can do it sooner. No, we just crossed the orbit. Let's not screw it up until we get to the other crossing point. Alright, spin this sucker around. This long, blunt... This cigarette. This is what this is. It's a long, blunt object with a thing on one end. This is 100% a cigarette. I built a cigarette. The only thing is if I had flipped like this and this so that the orange... Yeah. You guys know what I mean. I'm gonna assume everyone here has seen a cigarette, or at least a cigarette butt. You know, it does strike me as strange to think about, like, who hasn't seen a cigarette? And then I realized that cigarettes have gone so far out of fashion that it's fairly common to not see one around, you know, on a day-to-day basis. Now, I definitely did not grow up when cigarettes were in their heyday. In fact, I feel like I grew up during the age of, holy crap, we need to all quit smoking. And I think that's a good thing, of course, because smoking is horrible for your health. But it's the idea of, you know, ideally, somebody growing up in this day and age is never going to have to deal with cigarettes. You know, at least to some not insignificant extent. Whoops, I just scrolled on something. Let's try that again. Have maneuver. Let's just go ahead one rotation. Maneuver. Let's do it from here then. If I can do that without dipping us into the atmosphere. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that works. Alright, so next time we come around, we'll do that. Alright, and 49 millimeters per second burn should be a 2-second burn by the books. So I'm going to keep these fuel tanks on here. Actually, no, here's what I'm going to do. Because we're going to change our orbit anyways. Oops, no, I don't want to hit control. Alt, 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 Alt. In. Alright, time to ditch this stage. Goodbye. Another piece of space debris. Aw, yeah. In a sort of semi-elliptical orbit. Wait, don't... Thank you. I didn't want it to pull from there. Apparently it can pull through that docking port. I feel like I should be able to disable crossfeed on that. Yeah, I can. So let's turn that back on. It's not like we've got any RCS in the bottom, so it's fine. Right now it's going to be 4-second burn, but that's okay. I'm just keeping an eye on the time. I'm sorry if it's not cinematic. Oh, sugar. We've got to keep an eye on that electric charge. We don't have any solar panels. I don't want to, I don't want to ruin that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have any at all. Why do I consume slightly less when we're on this side? When we're in the dark. Oh wait, it's because I slowed it down. Derp. Alright, a little bit more. We're still consuming the same, and I screwed up the burn. Okay, I think we just refilled. Or to an extent we refilled. And I'm misbuttoning, and we're sort of spinning out of control. It's okay, because our intersect is still terrible, actually. Let's see, where do we have to do? We have to slow down? We have to slow down. No. We need to speed up. Crap, I can't believe I screwed this up already. Totally lost control of my cigarette rocket. Alright. We're gonna have to deal with 7.9 or whatever that is. We have to go around one more time. One more time, and then we can connect to this, and then we can unload all the random garbage from the station. All the random fuel into this tank, and then next episode we can probably start with a shuttle and whatever else we want to do. And we'll see how close we are to Duna after we're done with this. Am I going away or I'm going towards, right? Where is it? Is it below me? It's somewhere. It's out there. Ah, there it is. 7.9. This is going to be unwieldy to dock, that's for sure. I should put more RCS ports on it. Yeah, I should have compensated for the idea that this was going to be there by adding RCS ports on it, because we're not really going to be able to translate anything. Alright. Let's get normal with this. This is probably going to take the rest of the episode to dock this piece of garbage. Garbage. Flaming garbage. Garbage day. Alright. Garbo Man. Let's spin it around. Oh, we've already used a pretty good portion of our monoprop. So that's not good. I really needed to not run out of RCS. Because then we would have to send something up to fill it with RCS. There we go. All of the RCS is totally throwing me off. Alright, turn that off for a second. Where are we going to meet? 3 kilometers per second. Or no, 3 kilometers separation. Come on, go this way. .4. How about now? 1.0. Can I switch back to pointing in the right direction? 0.7. No, because we're still slightly off in that direction. I bet it's higher now. They're still getting shorter. All right, here's what we'll do. Let's spin the ship around. I'm going to be a little bit careful with our RCS right now. Okay. Just using bursts of RCS, but generally steering us the whole time. Alright, 0.5, so we're gonna come in close, and we're actually gonna come in pretty hot, because 69 meters per second, not something to laugh at necessarily. In terms of spaceships, it's not really much, but for this thing, it's plenty. Alright. We need to turn in the general direction of the spaceship. Then we need to sort of cruise up to it and dock. Oh yeah, this is woefully underpowered. You know what? I'm gonna have to move the center of mass towards this. Watch. I'll have to do this. That will make things significantly easier. Not that much easier, or, you know, not completely easier, but it'll make things easier, because the center of mass will be around here instead of around here. Because this is all empty. Alright, let's turn this direction. See what we can do. You know what, I need to re-enable crossfeed so that we can use this engine. No. Enable crossfeed. Alright, we're getting close. We have half RCS. Come on, swing back the other way. See, the problem with the unbalanced RCS is that it just screws up your, ability to A, turn, and B, translate, which is kind of even more important when docking. When docking, translation is extremely important. And by translation, for those who have no idea what I mean, I'm not talking about, like, Strasvuzia. I'm talking about being able to move directly in a line. Alright, we're gonna control from here. Set this as target. We're gonna do what we did before. We're gonna turn this thing towards the target. Oh, you know what? Turn on that as well. Goodness gracious. Come on now. Come on. Alright, switch back to the other thing. Alright, not going too great. Wrong way. This way. But at least we're facing the right way. This is... Okay, these are more or less lined up, actually. We're gonna have to sit here and sort of tweak them and hope that it all works out. Hope that nothing goes out of control too much. We are slowly rotating out of the way. Which is subpar. But that's what happens because we're coming in so slowly. Let's go a little bit faster. Let's go 2 meters per second. We can dock at 2 meters per second. That means it'll only take us 100 seconds to get between these two things, which is about a minute and a half. Which is not the end of the world. And now it's 1.9. The thing is, being at a point where we're translated, like we're like this, where we're basically sliding to the side of what we're aiming at, that's going to have huge consequences on lining it up. It being a little off kilter, like it looking slightly the wrong way, that's not nearly as bad. Because we already had one where we were pretty badly off kilter, and it fixed it. Docking can be very, very lenient, is the word I'm looking for. I'm glad my flipping back and forth is not complicated by a bunch of debris hanging around. We're about to create a bunch of debris, because we're going to throw a whole bunch of pieces off the station. And then we're going to probably shift the station slightly and get rid of those things. Or just to get them slightly away from us. I can control this from either location. It's just a question of, can I keep the yellow dot on the pink dot? Again, that's not as bad, but it's still important, especially at this distance. We're pretty on target. We started pretty far out. When you want to dock two things that really don't want to play nice with each other, this is how you do it. You have to start far away. And we're basically doing the spaceship equivalent of flying by wire, you know, flying by instruments only. I'm literally just staring at this down here, trying to keep this centered. And we're just cruising straight on in. Oh crap. We do have the right thing set, right? You know what we do. Because it's right on top of it. It's right on top of it. I think it's actually the only available docking port, too. So the game knows. It'll give us a chance to miss. Nailed it! Alright, turn off RCS. Alright, we've attached it. Let's move all the stuff into here. Alright, first of all, you're empty. We don't need you anymore. Decouple. You... Okay, everything's in here. So let's move it into here. Into the Rocco Max Jumbo Fuel Tank. And we're going to decouple that. And then we're going to move you into here because, honest to goodness, there is no reason to have an engine on this right now. And we need that docking port. Decouplement. Alright, so we have everything connected. I'm going to do what I should do, which is control from here. The only engine we have is this one, and so what I'll do is, to get us away from the debris, I'm going to point in this direction. Oh crap, there's another engine that's active. There. Goodbye. We're going to tumble a little bit, but we're going to get away from all this junk. There we go, we've got a station. We've got a pretty pimpin' station, actually. Pimp Station 1. That's what this is. Rename vessel. Now we can finally make it a station like it should be. Pimp Station 1. There we go. Station is pimped out. Actually, I'm going to put all of the fuel into here. That's not a fuel thing. Yeah. Nope. Out, out. Our center of mass is going to become more skewed because of that, but I'm not really worried about it. Let's see. Let's transmit science. Oh, never mind. It's been significantly less than a day. Has it really? Wow. I figured it would have been at least a Kerbal day. There's our station. I'm liking it. I'm really digging how this turned out. And now we just need a shuttle thing, which we're probably going to park on here. And that'll be it for this. I do want a dedicated scientific module and a scanning module. That'd be nice. But there's no real point in scanning Kerbin. You know what else I could do? I could actually add another, like just a beam here. A little RCS tug to shuttle things, to push things around at the station would be nice, as well. But I'm getting ahead of myself. There's champagne to be uncorked back at the Kerbal Space Center, and of course we have to check on our Duna probe. So let's go to the tracking station real quick. We have 2 people up there. Yeah. I should have moved the new guy into the station itself. Pip Station 1. Alright, where is Thingy? Empire 2? Yeah, there it is. Alright, so how long? 222 days and 5 hours. So we've got a little while to wait. But that's what it takes. Space travel takes a while. Let me look at our contracts one more time. In case there's anything I really want to get involved in. Surveys. Flag. A lot of rescue missions. Specific orbit of Kerbin. Resource skirt survey scanner. Alright, yeah, you know what? We can do this. We'll do this next time. And what it'll do is we'll put that thing out there, sit it there for a while, and then fly it back to the space station. And then refuel it and send it, like, to Minmus or something. Or to Mun. Actually, we'll go bring it to the Mun station later. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. And I will see you next week. Trainman out.